Peace and love you all. Sending you all positive energy, high vibes, success on your entrepreneurship, all love, all positivity. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. You hit the like button and you leave me any comments or any questions in my description below. Today I'm going to be speaking about the energy of Amun-Ra, known as the sun. Okay, as we date back to the earliest historical events, Amun-Ra was first to be worshipped by traditions worldwide. Okay, so I'm going to give you some knowledge of how they worship the sun in African spirituality, one of the first mother civilizations that practiced African spirituality. Okay, now they actually base their daily activities on resonating with Amun-Ra. They did they traveling, they tracking of the sun, the tracking of the time, travel, built, created, and navigated throughout ancient Kemet. In the daytime, okay, we have a circadian rhythm and it resonates with the sun. So at 10 a.m. our body is at its highest alertness as the sun is at its highest alertness. Okay, so they resonated with nature, and that's how they were able to manifest beautiful things, abundance, wealth, powerful rituals, agriculture, okay, growing food, crops, farming, all resonating with Amun-Ra because he's known as the beginning, the creating source of all things. Okay, so if you hear me speak, I always say how we are huge atoms and we are constantly vibrating. We're moving eternally around the universe. Okay, so that sun energy is that solar plex energy. Okay, and it gives us life. If the sun wasn't here, we will not be here. So we have that divine power that connects us with that solar energy. It also is connected with the solar plex. Okay, so one of the most ancient rock formation, the oldest calendar, resonated with Amun-Ra. Okay, so they have a place called Tia in Ethiopia, and they do honoring to Amun-Ra. Amun-Ra actually has 12 stones, and those 12 stones are symbolic to the zodiac sign, and it shows how Amun-Ra activates each zodiac sign every 2,155 years, making it a great year of 26,000 years. Meaning, we had to go through the astronomical and celestial events at least twice. Okay, and it's called the rocks with the stones that resonates with the 12 zodiac signs of Amun-Ra, where the honoring is done. It's called Ra Hormuzwit. Okay, so I'm going to place a video below so you all will be able to see the video, and it's a beautiful, huge stone and the Sphinx, and it's symbolic to actually Ra Hormuzwit. Okay, and when we think of Amun-Ra, we have Nut, and Nut is seen as the constellation. She's known to be the heavenly mother in ancient Kemet, and she's symbolic to the woman, is the creator source that brings everything into the universe, because she's manifested by bringing life into the universe, okay, because everyone comes through the womb. So also in this place in Ethiopia called Tia, they have Nut giving birth to Amun-Ra in statues and monument, okay, and Nut shows us that we have death and rebirth. If we are not happy with the decisions we made the day before, we can always be reborn again and make better decisions and have that death and rebirth, okay, in order to grow in a sin and have that spiritual ascension of soul evolution, okay. And she swallows the sun at night, and she gives birth to the sun every rising, okay. Always be familiar with that. Now Amun-Ra is used in spirituality, also in different religions, as they say amen at the end. It's symbolic to the sun, Amun-Ra, also spirituality as well, okay, and us going through the phases of death and rebirth, okay. So in ancient Kemet, they have the blue lotus, and the blue lotus is also made in a personification of Amun-Ra, because the sun rises and the blue lotus rises and it opens up. It's very pretty. And when the sun sets, it closes up, okay. So when we think of the blue lotus, it's used for a higher level of consciousness, also blood circulation, okay, being able to tap into dream state, and also sexual energy and power in ancient Kemet, okay. And the blue lotus mimicked death and rebirth as well, okay. So then we had the dung beetle. The dung beetle is made in a personification of Amun-Ra as well, because the dung beetle takes and it rolls up trash in a ball in the rising, okay, and as it sets, it goes in just like Amun-Ra, okay. So we have death and rebirth, resurrection, that is mimicked throughout the universe, okay, and it's used in ancient Kemet and also other traditions as well, okay. So we have Christmas that's celebrated, and it's symbolic to death and rebirth of the sun, okay. The sun always goes down into that sinking place, okay, on the 21st, and it's symbolic to being in that dark, having that death. And then the third day, the sun is reborn again, and it rises. It's above the equator, okay, and it brings life every single day, okay. The sun is continuously creating. It's the earth energy, it's the electrical energy, okay, and it's the energy that we have within us, okay, because we have the solar plex, and we also have the pituitary gland and the pineal gland, okay. The pineal gland is symbolic to the energy of the sun, masculine energy, The pituitary is symbolic to the divine feminine energy. Okay, so then we have that cerebral spinal fluid, and it sits in the back of the 33 vertebrae. So as we perceive a higher level of consciousness, we ascend, we take that fluid and it awakens the pineal gland, okay, and that's known as the seat of the soul that sits in us. And once we activate those pituitary gland, the pineal gland, the cerebral spinal fluid, we perceive a higher level of consciousness, and we activate those magnetic crystals in the pineal gland. Okay, always be familiar with that. And once we activate those crystals, we're able to call things to us. They come to us like a magnet. Okay, always be familiar with that. 1100 on the clock. So the sun is the oldest worship, and it's the most powerful energy that we have within us and also without us. So as we view the history of the sun, it's how we get the astronomical timings, the dates of the solar power, the zodiac energy as well. Okay, always be familiar with that. So a rundown on a little of all the energy the sun holds, because it's a lot. It stimulates our growth, our consciousness level. Okay, it lets us know new cycles. It resonates with the divine body. It's the fire we have within us. 21 on the clock. It's a healing power. It's connected with the solar plex energy, the energy of self-esteem, ego, creativity. Okay, it's our growth and our enlightenment. It also heals us. We also can cleanse our stones in the sun as well. Okay, it's known to be divine spark, the light that we have within us, the seat of the soul. Okay, vitamin D, we can get those good minerals if we get out in that sun, and it can heal us. Okay, it's our identity. Okay, also it's used as, where I have so much energy. Haru is made in a personification of Amun-Ra. Okay, and he was a powerful deity of strength, power, immortal. Okay, then we had Akhenaten. He's made in a personification of the sun as well. And we have the sun rays that's symbolic to expansion. 333 on the clock. So as we perceive a higher level of consciousness and you see the sun rays spread it out, it's symbolic to us ascending and having that pineal gland awaken. Okay, we go to higher dimensions. We ascend. We are celestial bodies, so we resonate with nature, and that's how the ancients communicated. Okay, they called themselves netters, so they resonated with nature. They spoke in vibration, frequency. A Santa Claus here, that's the ancestors. Angles of light, geometry symbols and shapes. Okay, they communicated through nature. Okay, always be familiar with that. And once we tap into the energy of nature, we tap into the energy of our true divinity. Okay, always be familiar with that. And we're able to sustain the order of life, connecting with nature and also the solar energy. Okay, so we have the solar disc that's seen on the deity Amun-Ra. That's symbolic to the sun. Okay, the life energy. We also can go out and charge our pineal gland for at least 30 minutes a day to help us to perceive a higher level of consciousness, to get that vitamin D, also to get that happy hormone, which is that serotonin. We can activate that pineal gland, and it's going to help us to wake up that seat of the soul, that sun energy, by connecting with breathing techniques of yoga and doing it for at least 30 minutes a day. We also can participate in sexual energy, okay? Tantra sex, or connecting with ourselves, okay? Sacred sexual energy is the most powerful energy. Everyone enters from the womb, and it's a powerful energy of procreation, divine feminine energy, powerful rituals. So don't be led astray and run away from that sexual energy. It's to be used, okay? And it's very powerful when we're using it in the right way, okay? It's great for manifestation powers as well, okay? Also, we have, I got a lot of energy here. As I was channeling, I was writing it down, okay? Always be familiar with that. So we have all these different stages of sun energy, and we just want to be able to tap in, to resonate with nature, to have the understanding of that sun energy, return back home by being observant, going out, connecting with the sun energy, connecting with nature, and it's going to put us in perfect alignment. As we put our intentions into something, and also our attention, and focus, it manifests and it becomes our reality, you know. And as I speak about the moon energy, it's the same as the sun energy. As we start to communicate and observe nature, the sun and also the moon, it replies back to us, okay? It leads us to greatness. It helps us to harness that true divinity of the soul, and it's going to guide us in the right places. So as we become aligned with nature, we become aligned with the true divinity and also the knowledge of the ancient ancestors, and we have the understanding of what was to know what is, okay? And once we do, it helps us with spiritual discernment. It's like we have to elevate. In order to elevate, we have to perceive a higher level of consciousness. I have 3 birds that just flew across me. And it helps us on our journey. You know, the more we learn, the more we grow, okay? And the more we grow, the more happy, the more blissful we are, the more we can be able to be of service to others and help them to grow into a sense to have a higher level of consciousness. So it's always great to be able to take on a new task. We can never go without learning. We can learn something new every day. And it's just like it's eternal. The more I learn, the more I realize, like, it's so much more to learn. It's so much more to know, you know. And I'm holding my camera, you all, because the sun, like Raj, is actually shining down on me as I speak, you know. So I want you all to be able to see me as I speak to you all. So make sure that you tap into the energy of the sun energy, harness that great power. And the ancient ancestors, they were big on tracking the sun, the astronomical science, by going out and being observant with it and resonating with nature, the sun, the moons, and the stars. Okay, so we learn and we feel the energy and the power by connecting with the astronomical science of the universe. Okay, I love you all. I'm sending you all positive energy and high vibes. 22 on the clock. I love you all. I'm sending you all positive energy and high vibes. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. You hit the like button and you leave me any comments or any questions in my description below. I hope you all can see me, or I'm going to have to come back and do my video. I love you. Peace and love.